know it's a preseason game, but it doesn't matter.
Next Thursday night on ESPN.
Alright, Raider Nation, good stuff, man. We won the game. I'm actually kind of happy for that. Give me 1 second, though. Give me 1 second. It's kind of loud in this room. Alright, Raider Nation, so we won the game. We beat the Rams 14-3. 2 scoring drives, which included a 7-yard rush by DeAndre Washington for a touchdown, and then an 8-yard Nathan Peterman throw to Kalen Doss for the other touchdown. Other than that, the Rams kicked the field goal, and that was it. It was good enough. I'm glad we get a win, man. It doesn't count, I know, but it hyped up the young guys in sorts. So that's great. So now we're gonna get into it. So if you guys follow the Instagram, you guys will have saw that I posted coverage about most of the game. I made halftime notes, and let me just say this: DeAndre Washington, you could tell he was a lot more energized. I had been talking crap about DeAndre Washington, and I was mad when the Raiders released Chris Warren. I was talking a lot of crap on the poor guy, but you could tell that he knows his job was on the line. And most of these guys, their jobs are on the line. But you could tell his job was on the line because, he was just running, man. He had some juice, man. He was going. I kind of liked the way he played tonight. So he's my player of the game. In terms of other running backs, Josh Jacobs, who I really wanted to play tonight, did not play. He was inactive, unfortunately. So I think against the Cardinals on Thursday next week, he should get some playtime. I would hope so, at least. And then all the usuals, Derek Carr, Trent Brown, Gabe Jackson, Antonio Brown, because he's too busy worrying about a helmet. I'm trying to think. Tyler Williams, all those guys, all our starters didn't play, which is understandable. Trying to think. Okay, AJ Cole versus Johnny Townsend. AJ Cole, he is the real deal, man. Before halftime, he let off a big punt, which it pinned the Rams inside the 10, which approximately got to the 7-yard line, to be exact. That was such a good punt. The velocity and the hang time of that punt were second to none. AJ Cole, 3 punts, 230 yards tonight. No, 4 punts, sorry. He did great. Johnny Townsend, meanwhile, first punt, classic Johnny Townsend, pinned it 23 yards. No, the 23-yard punt. Second punt, 37 yards. Third punt, 44 yards. Compared to AJ Cole's first punt, 44 yards. Second punt, the second punt was the pin inside the 10, which was about a 56-yarder punt, and then the third punt was like a 35-yard punt. So yeah, AJ Cole did way better. AJ Cole did way better. I think AJ Cole wins that battle as of right now. Other. Hunter Renfrow played a few snaps. He didn't get much time. He didn't get any catches. Surprisingly, Mo Hurst was out there. Maurice Hurst was out there. I'm really surprised they put him out there, because they had said he wasn't going to play, but he did play, which is fine. And he brought some pressure. Whatever. In terms of defensive play, Arden Key got a sack. We only got 1 sack because our pass rush is anemic of sorts. So no sack aside from the one Arden Key got. All right. Which is fine. Like I said, Arden Key got a sack. Max Crosby, he got 1 pressure, but other than that, nothing special. They played Patsy with the linebackers. They put in a lot of combinations of linebackers in tonight's game. When the game started, they had Brandon Marshall, Koa Farmer, and Marco Ali out there. Marco Ali did good. I think he got faster, man. He did good. Brandon Marshall didn't do anything, and then Cole Farmer who was in there for the whole game, by the way. Yeah, he was alright. Cornerback-wise, I'm very disappointed by our cornerback play tonight. Trayvon Mullen was flying all over the field, man. He really was. But I'm very disappointed because he didn't. I'm very disappointed because he didn't. There was a play where he could have easily got an interception, where he could have thrown his body in there to catch the pick. He didn't do it. But it was still a deflection, but it still isn't good enough. And then he had a few hard hits, so that's good enough. Eric Harris also disappointed me. Eric Harris had an interception right in his hands. He didn't even catch it. Like I said, Arden Key got that one sack. J.J. Nelson looked good too. J.J. Nelson looked really, really good, man. J.J. Nelson looked really, really good. He had a nice one-handed catch, and then he had some other cool catches. He's a really fast guy. In terms of bad players, Mike Glennon, even though he showed out in the first quarter, he played really bad towards the end of his stretch. He had 2 interceptions, man. You know who played really? I'm gonna save that. Hold on. So offense, I'll grade it a C, and defense, I'll grade it a C minus. Defense and offense wasn't that good today. Our offensive line did great today. They actually did great. You know, at the beginning of the game, they had the starting lineup for the game for the offensive line was Tyler Romer, Tyler Romer, Jonathan Cooper, Lester Cotton, Jordan Debbie, and Brandon Parker. Brandon Parker hasn't gotten any much better. He's gotten worse. He still sucks. Jordan Dobby played solid. Lester Cotton did great at the beginning of the game. At the beginning of the game, he did great. He was, doing his thing, man. At the end of the game, though, he folded. He let Nathan Peterman get sacked 2 times. I mean, all right, I guess. All right, whatever. So, I guess that's that. Tyler Romer was pretty bad. He didn't do so good. I didn't expect him to do good. And then Jonathan Cooper was solid. So, yeah. So I think I pretty much covered offense. I covered special teams. Daniel Carlson only had 1 kick, and he had 2 kicks, 2 extra points. I think other than that, I pretty much hit it on all cylinders. The defensive side, like I said, though, they played a little patsy with the linebackers, put in all kinds of combinations. I was surprised to see Mo Hurst out there. Max Crosby put pressure on Brandon Allen. Arden Key got a sack. Really nice. Our cornerbacks weren't that great. DJ Killings was okay. He had a good tackle. And then my 2 surprises of this game. I'm going to go on. Nathan Peterman, the Peter Goat, otherwise known, who sucks and who didn't do so good in his time with the Buffalo Bills. He didn't do anything too impressive in terms of throwing the ball, but he was serviceable when he was needed to be serviceable. He did what he needed to do in order to get himself to look serviceable. There was like a 56-yard run that he had towards the end of the game, which set up an 8-yard touchdown pass to Kalen Doss, my guy Kalen Doss. Shout out to Kalen Doss for scoring that touchdown. That was pretty cool. If you guys don't know, I met Kalen Doss a few months ago. Really cool guy.
You did?
So, yeah. So my biggest 2 surprises of the game were Nathan Peterman, who did really great, even though he dumped off the ball most of the time. And then Kalen Doss, who had 4 receptions for 37 yards and a touchdown. Good enough. So overall, player of the game, in my opinion, is DeAndre Washington. Disappointment of the game, Mike Glennon. And I can't wait to see what they got against the Cardinals next week. So yeah, Raider Nation. As always, go Raiders. Good first win.